chapter 4. The birth of Kain and Able. Cain's killing his brother and his punishment. A list of the posterity of Cain and the birth of Seth, from whom the patriarchs descended. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruits of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offerings. But unto Cain and to his offerings he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance falling? If thou dost well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass that when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And thou art cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy land. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, from the face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore who slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the preference of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methuselah, and Methuselah begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other Zilhah. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents. and of such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech. Hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God said, She hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. Reflections. This chapter professes to us two remarkable examples. The first that is that of Abel, who, as St. Paul says, through faith offered a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, and obtained witness that he was righteous, but notwithstanding his righteousness was exposed to the envy and cruelty of his brother who killed him. And thus God was pleased to show from the beginning of the world that he accepts the service of none but good people, whom nevertheless he suffers sometimes to be oppressed by the wicked, a proof from the very first that piety is not to expect its reward in life. Another example is that of Cain, in whom we have an image of a wicked man, and particularly of such as hate their brethren, and an instance of the ill effects of envy and jealousy. We may also observe in the remorse and terrors that haunted Cain after he had committed this horrid deed, that a guilty conscience is generally tormented with horror and remorse. The genealogy of Cain's descendants was preserved to show the distinction there was afterwards between the impious posterity of Cain and that of Seth, the son of Adam, from whom the patriarchs and the Messiah descended.